Human papillomavirus, or HPV, is the most common sexually transmitted disease according to the Centers for Disease Control, or the CDC. Nearly all sexually active people will get HPV at some time in their life. The symptoms are sometimes non-existent and the virus goes away on its own, but if it doesn't, it can manifest in genital warts and lead to certain types of cancer, such as penile cancer. HPV enters the body through microtears in the epithelium and infects the basal or most deep layer of epidermal cells. It is then replicated inside the cells and makes its way to the most superficial layer, which forms a wart. At this point, when the cell is shed from the skin through normal processes, it can be spread to more people by the same process. When the HPV mutates the host cell DNA to disrupt normal replication, precancerous cells can form, including those which develop into penile cancer in men. According to the CDC, the body's immune system can naturally fight off the infection within 2 years in 90% of cases. However, there are vaccines that exist to combat and prevent HPV. The most common of these carries the name Gardasil. Another vaccine, Cervarix, works in a similar way. However, it is more focused on the two particular strands of HPV that lead to 70% of cervical and other cancers, while Gardasil focuses on these as well as the strains that cause genital warts. Gardasil functions so that HPV major capsid protein, or shell of the virus L1, can spontaneously self-assemble into virus-like particles, or VLPs, that reassemble authentic HPV virions. Virions are small infectious agents that only replicate inside the living cells of other organisms. Gardasil contains recombinant VLPs assembled from the L1 proteins of HPV type 6 and 11, the strains causing genital warts, and 16 and 18, the strains leading to cancer. Since VLPs lack the viral DNA of HPV, they cannot induce cancer. They do, however, trigger an antibody response that protects people from becoming infected with the HPV types that are represented in the vaccine. It is recommended that males receive the vaccine starting at the age of 9 until the age of 26. If this becomes common practice, it can hopefully lead to less spreading of HPV and the cancers that it causes.